let's hear a customer's first-hand experience with Agentforce in Slack. I'm joined by Dimitri Salvaggio, Senior Director of Client Operations, Engine. Welcome. Now, Dimitri, let's start first with the big picture. Tell us about what Engine does and what your role is there.
Yes, of course. My name's Dimitri Salvaggio. I'm Senior Director of Client Operations. Essentially oversee all of support for our marketplace, fraud operations, a revenue recovery team, as well as some support functions, an operational excellence team, workforce management, training, and quality. Engine is a modern business travel platform really built to make seamless the booking experience for lodging, flights, and rental cars. We cater to small and mid-sized companies as well as enterprise, but we offer enterprise savings to customers of all sizes and perks as well. And then folks love us because we don't lock them into any contracts or anything like this. We were founded in 2018, and we've scaled to over a $2 billion valuation.
Wow.
So we're growing like crazy,
Yeah.
70% year over year, and we have 1 million travelers that use our platform. We just
Exciting.
passed 1 million customers.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your partnership with Slack.
Our partnership with Slack for Engine, it is the lifeline of Engine. We use it for all things communication, whether that's channels for specific departments, leadership channels, our business statistics. Near and dear to my heart is a channel that is a real-time monitoring channel where we are every 2 hours on the interval kind of looking at how our phone service levels are, our chat and email service levels. But yeah, Slack really is our primary source of communication at Engine.
And you guys were an early adopter with Agentforce, so why did you decide to use agents and what were you looking to solve?
Yeah, we were a very early adopter to Agentforce. I think so. Salesforce for us is our CRM platform, so there was some natural, elements that made sense to turn to look to Salesforce for their AI applications. And the tail end of last year, we actually looked to launch our agentic agent in our chat channel. Our chat agent is called Ava, Engine's virtual assistant.
Okay.
And the use case at the time was, how can we improve the customer cancellation experience, making it seamless and drive self-service. And so we launched this agentic agent last year. Our customers are now able to interact with Ava, not have to interact with a human, and do things such as a cancellation and with self-service very seamlessly, which then kind of led to us saying to ourselves, okay, we're able to create a great experience with our customers. What about our employees?
Yeah, so what does that look like? Are you working on a specific use case to deploy Agentforce agents in Slack?
We are, and that first use case for us currently is an IT agent.
Oh, cool.
So for us, one of the things that was a big use case internally was the context, and requests that were coming into our IT department. So we've set up an IT agent, and this IT agent now can do things as simple as help you reset a password, help you with your Okta password, or even last week, I kind of pretended like I was a new employee, and I asked it. I said, "Hey, what should I set up? I'm a new employee to Engine. What systems should I set up first?" And it responded back and just kind of gave me in order the systems.
I love a checklist.
Yeah. And so from there, we're looking to expand in the with this IT agent, connecting it to Jira and Jira tickets. But it's been great success for us so far.
Yeah, and what are some of the successes that you've seen, like the results of these agents? Any like little anecdotes you can share about?
Yeah, I mean, the successes for us, from on the customer-facing side, we've seen 10% lower AHT, and on the internal IT agent side, we're early days, but we're starting to see some of these less complex IT-related questions get answered, and so that means freeing up more bandwidth and more space for our IT department.
Fantastic. So for those hesitating to implement these new technologies, especially when it comes to change management and employee adoption, what advice would you give when it comes to AI integration?
My advice would be, don't wait.
Yeah.
This isn't the technology that you kind of want to take a strategy of being second to position yourself on. Get in there with a beginner's mindset. get in there with a growth mindset, start testing and moving with AI, with the agentic model itself. I think it's also really important that it's a cultural thing. And
Right.
so, at Engine, from our CEO and, extended to our leadership team, we're very big on innovation and embracing AI. And I know there was a time period for myself, not to date myself, but, I was reluctant to use things like ChatGPT because it almost felt unethical, or there was a moral dynamic of like,
am I cheating?
am I cheating? Yeah. Is there some plagiarism? But I think once you get over this and are readily able to see it as the tool that it can be, it can do wonders. And I think the mindset for us is it's not AI or humans, it's AI and humans. And we're kind of busy trying to find the right harmony there.
Exactly. So, how do you envision Slack helping Engine reach even greater productivity in the future?
I think for us, we have some other use cases. Like I think a fast follow from the IT agent. We want to deploy an HR agent. We want to also deploy a product agent. And so, these are areas for us that we're excited about, especially when it means kind of freeing up the more human, high touch, complex cases for folks. So those are kind of the things on the horizon. And then on the customer side, we just want to continue to drive self-service.
Yeah.
So date changes and some other areas we're exploring to keep driving a seamless, good customer experience.
Just real quick, we have a few seconds left.
Yeah.
What has the employee response been to agents in Slack? Are they embracing it?
They've been embracing it so far. It's early days, but we've heard good things. I think we're excited.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dimitri.
Thank
If
you.
you'd like to learn more about Slack innovations for your business, just scan the code on your screen now, or you can head to the link sforce.co/Slack innovations.